With a nice breeze and shallow water on the east side of Meeks Patch, we headed to the beach to go kiting.
First time kiting in, geez, like 8 years or something. It's gonna be so much fun. I've never actually been successful out on the water, so let's see how this works.
Kiting on snow is so different than the water. On snow, you can easily stand up and dive your kite only a little bit before you start moving. On water, the hard part seems to be just getting up. You have to get enough power to get moving on top of the water. Needless to say, I needed some more practice. I had a blast, but spent a lot more time untangling lines after crashing the kite than actually flying the kite itself.
Ain't fun? Yeah.
These older kites apparently really don't launch as well from the water as the newer generations. That said, I think a lot of this was user error and me just being a newbie. But I think next season I'll look into maybe a newer generation kite. I really enjoy kiting when the wind makes it not so nice to be out diving. It's a lot of fun.
We got coconuts! Time for a drink. Cory's done kiting over there. How was the kiting?
It was fun. I didn't really get up for very long, but starting to figure stuff out. I realized that the 14-meter kite needs a lot more wind than I ever thought it did. There's plenty of circumstances I could have kited when I was paranoid that it was too much wind for that kite. So we're learning. On the sea again.
For less than 2 nautical miles though, we are just leaving Meeks Patch and going over to Spanish Wells. We're kind of sailing very slowly because there's not that much wind today. And we're doing Oh, 3.8 knots. That's exciting. But it's so close by that might as well just do a little enjoyable sail over. And we're heading to Spanish Wells because we want to go grab some water, grab some gas, some groceries, probably go back over to the Budda snack bar and was it Budda snack bar and grill and upload a couple more episodes because we're talking about heading over to the berries. So getting ready for that.
We got everything. Garbage, water, bags for groceries. Let's get going. This place sucks, it's so wakey. People waking us everywhere and we're kind of downwind, so we get a bit of shock. But it's the calmest day for a while, so it's kind of the only opportunity to do this. Let's go!
We just get some water, 55 cents a gallon, and it's really delicious water. It's like RO water, so salt water that's been transformed and filtered. So now back to the boat. You're so much faster by yourself.
How many ones do you want?
What are 60 cents? 4 or 5?
Nice green ones.
Yeah.
Remember, we gotta stock up since this is probably our last shop before we leave the Bahamas.
The famous Bahamas cheese.
That's funny. Ah! Okay, we already got it. You want pizza? Yes. We already got it.
I'm getting my ice cream again. Woohoo! $108 later, we have so many fruits and veggies. It's kind of exciting. And we even got our ice creams. So happy life. Now I get a little bit more water, the gas, drop everything at the boat, and then come back to go get some supper. You okay there?
Yeah, just relaxing. It's so hot. The wind's died way down. We were maybe gonna leave this evening if we got enough water, which we barely got enough. We're like a gallon, or sorry, about 7 gallons away from being completely full with our jerry cans and our tank. But then the place closed at 5 o'clock. Kind of day just flew by. But that's okay because it doesn't seem like there's any wind to leave this evening anyway, at least not right now. So we're gonna go to the Budda and we're gonna go grab some burger and fries and a drink and then come back and hang out.
And up we go!
Let's get some grub.
And upload videos, right?
Right, 4 videos.
And the kitchen is into a bus.
Nice and slow. Upload.
Cheers!
Yum yum. Cheers.
Successful day.
Yep.
The Cory stole my fries. I have a pine burger that looks so good. Super nice right now. The last few days in Spanish Walls and Meeks Patch have been intense. It's been an emotional roller coaster. So we're trying to figure out when to get back to Canada to give birth, and we kind of found out that we wouldn't really be covered unless we make it by the end of June, if everything goes well anyways, because there's some weird stuff with the Canadian healthcare system, so we're not even 100% sure, but most likely we'll be covered if we get to Canada by the end of June. So now we're like, okay, so we've got to get going. We're still in the Bahamas and we've got to haul out the boat, figure out transportation and all of that, which we thought transportation was going to be the easy thing. Rent a car, drive to the border, go to our quarantine place, easy peasy. Nah, not at all. So we've been trying to avoid flying because we've got to do a 3-night mandatory hotel stay, which would end up being like almost $2,000 for the two of us. And so we're gonna rent a car and drive across the border like we did last year, because that went pretty smooth. It was quite easy. But the issue is that a lot of rental companies are not doing one-way rentals anymore, and there's not that many cars available. So just calling all over the place, trying to figure that out, and that just doesn't work out. We're like, gosh, what are we gonna do? It's been stressful. And we figured out that we could get a plane to a border close to Canada, close to Cory's parents' place. So fly over there, get an Uber, walk across the border, and then get picked up by his mom and make it to our quarantine place. Traveling during COVID it's hell. Sailing is just so much more simple. There's stressful times, but nothing compared to all those travel restrictions, and just excited for the world to reopen and get back to a bit of a normality, because it's not fun. I mean, I already have to deal with this whole pregnancy thing. I don't want to have any extra stress. I've been trying to stay calm and positive. Yeah, we are May 7th today. So now we're gonna potentially head to the Berries for like maybe 2 weeks or something like this, and then we've got to try to figure out a weather window to get across the Gulf Stream and make it all the way to Jacksonville, or as close as possible anyways, and then go to Green Cove Springs Marina, haul out the boat, get the boat all ready to be left alone for a couple of months, and then get on a plane and then a car, and then another car.
What's cooking? Good looking?
At Cory's special request, we are remaking the fish pad thai. So I'm gonna show you my modified version of it because I don't have all the ingredients, but it tastes really awesome. So you start with 5 tablespoons of sugar, and then it's 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and I've been using that dry peanut butter that kind of works pretty good. Just gonna add a little bit of oil with it. I like mixing my dry ingredients first. That one, it really depends how spicy or not spicy you like it. But 1 to 2 tablespoons of sriracha, because I don't like as spicy while being pregnant. And then supposed to use some rice vinegar. Don't have that one, so I've been using my apple vinegar. And whoops, okay, that was a little bit more than 2. 1 tablespoon of soya sauce. And you're supposed to put 3 tablespoons of fish sauce. I don't have that one, but we're making it with fish. So instead I just add some lime juice. 2. And for the third, just a bit more soya sauce. And that's for your sauce that you set aside.
Those things.
Rice noodles. Last time I did the full pack, way too many for the 2 of us. So we're gonna do about half the pack. It's about half, right? So I prepped my little things for toppings, which normally should be some cilantro, but I got some parsley. So a little bit of parsley. Lime wedges and green onions. I am replacing the 2 cups of bean sprouts with a zucchini because it's hard to find bean sprouts. So we'll see how that one goes. Last time I tried hearts of palm, which was really good. And for the pad thai, we're making it with fish, whichever one you catch around. This one is a hogfish. And you could also make it with tofu, shrimp, or chicken. We like fish. And hogfish is so good, and Cory's been catching way too many of them, so might as well eat it.
Never too many.
Add a little bit of oil. I like coconut oil. And then you start cooking your fish. When your fish is ready, just set it aside because it's time to scramble 2 eggs. And set aside those. Now we fry a little bit of bean sprouts and peppers. Well, zucchinis and peppers. If you had bean sprouts, you would put them right at the end because they don't really need much cooking. Well, when you cook with Alex, there's like barely any quantities and you kind of make do with whatever you have, especially on a sailboat because you don't really have access to everything.
I'll cook through those veggies.
Well, you could cook them a little more. I like my stuff still a little bit crunchy, so just with a little crunch, yet a little cooked. And now that's the fun part, you just get to throw everything in. So your eggs, your fish, stir a little, and the delicious sauce. This is where all the flavors come to be. And last time it wasn't quite saucy enough because I had done the whole pack of pasta, of noodles. But now, I think it should be good. And the noodles.
So calm.
I know. There's like barely no wind. Today has been a weird day, just like storms after storms. Actually, we had even like really cold wind at one point. The boat's been spinning on anchor. But now, time to enjoy some food. And you need the lime. I don't have peanuts. I need peanuts next year. Bon appétit!
Success?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.